G'day! Today we're doing an engine service on a PX Ford Ranger 3.2 turbo diesel, and the engine services on these, they have a time limit in which you can do it, otherwise you'll have to possibly reprime the oil pump in it. So what we do on these is we need to prepare everything in advance. We've got our oil ready, we've got our funnel ready, everything's ready up here. We've got the wheels on full lock to the right. We have removed the stone guard, if it had one. This one didn't have one actually. Prepare your spanner 13mm to get the drain plug off. And you've got your filter here, just on the edge of that. You probably could do it from underneath here, but it's much easier if you go full lock to the right. There's a little rubber flap there on the inside. If you remove the top clips and just let it hang down, you'll get easier access to that filter there. And there's a little flap there. You've got these little clips here. You can remove the top ones, the rear one, or that one there is missing anyway, probably from a previous service. But you take the top ones off and just let that flap sit down. And there we go. You can see the top of the oil filter there, the cartridge, 27mm. We'll just crack that until we're ready to start the full surface. We've got the filter cartridge and the O-rings ready. New O-ring on the housing. Make sure it's in the proper groove. You can smear a bit of oil on there and that's ready to put back on. And there is a torque setting for that cover on the actual housing. Make sure you don't cross thread it because it is plastic. And also, before you even take it off, I forgot to mention, you've got to clean any muck that might be on there, a bit of road dirt or whatever. Now we'll clean that off in a moment. There's a little bit of oil there. Just lift it up a little bit. Hang on a sec. Grab the screwdriver and just loosen the seal stuck on the pan there. And you just make it come away with the thing. They do have a replacement one in the kits. And you will need a container that can handle probably about 10 litres, probably 15 litre container would be ideal. New seal on the plug, put the plug back on, and we're not going to put the full amount in, we'll just put nearly the full amount in. Just slowly, you don't want it to overflow. The idea is to actually have enough oil in there, or just enough oil to start it so the pump doesn't drain back and get an air pocket in there. And now we give it a start up. Let it circulate through a bit, and now we can turn it off and just readjust that oil level to the correct level. And now you've got to let it sit for a little bit just to let the oil all drain down, and now we're going to adjust the fluid level to the correct amount. And we've probably got about, I don't know, probably about half a litre there or so. These take approximately between 9.5 and 10 litres. The book says 9.7 litres, but that also depends on how much it actually drained out, and also given the time limit that you're doing it. It will take longer doing this on the ground. We've got a hoist where we can lift up and down, makes the work a little bit quicker, and 10 to 15 minutes is the time limit that you should allow to actually have enough oil in it to start the motor. After that, you're right, you can take your time. Okay, it's been sitting for a couple of minutes. We'll just check the oil level. We're actually nearly there. Need a little bit more. Make sure you clean all the oil there. Any on the drain plug, on that cross member there, around the filter cartridge. Now, because we're doing a full service on this one, we're going to check the rear diff fluid level, or gear oil level, check the unis, check everything underneath, all the rubber mounts, tyre pressures, all these bushings while we've got it up. Anything out of the ordinary while it's up on the hoist or while you're underneath it. Now, a little bit low on the diff, on the rear diff, and the reason why, he's just had this service probably about 10,000 kilometres ago, last engine service. But what happens when people are filling it, they don't allow that gear oil to run into these axle housings there. So you've got to take your time, especially with the thicker oils. So it's a little bit low. We can't see any oil leaks anywhere. So they probably underfilled it at the last service. Now it's probably about 250 mil too low. Good idea to put a magnetic plug on the drain plug here as well. Bit more of a wipe there. We put that little rubber flap back on, put the clips back on. And there we go. Full engine service on a PX Ranger. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Any comments or suggestions, leave them in the section below. Thank you for watching.